Okay, so welcome to Wootenville 2015. Here's a quick view of the whole thing in the living room here. Goes on a long way. I think it's like 27 or 28 feet of Christmas Village. There's the sign into the village. Welcome to Wootenville. There's a little puppeteer there in front of Santa's workshop. Some musicians. Back here's Realtor Steve. He's got a little business above the bank over here. Steve is actually the realtor who sold my son Max's house, so he ended up in the village. Here's a statue of Charles Dickens. That's Dickens with two K's, the well-known Dutch author. Little tip to Monty Python bookshop sketch there. Gazebo. There's some people on the bench. Unfortunately, you did miss the wine and art festival. Sorry. There's the plow, because it's actually snowing in Wootenville, unlike Ohio right now. Here's some little kids throwing snowballs at each other. Here's the mayor giving his speech in the town. Nobody came except the dog and the penguin. They're the only ones who care. Up here is some of the smaller shops. And the stable and the blacksmith and the bakery. She's handing out cookies. The vet, of course. And back down here, this is City Hall. And over here, this is new this year. This is the Pet Shop and Pet Hotel. That's Pet Shop Pete. And there's Janice and Jen, the dogs, and Barney and Ben. They own the pet shop. And Pete's the manager. And I have dogs. What a surprise. Down here at Betty's Diner, we are having the annual toy drive. Toys for Tots. Santa came. Pictures of Santa and the reindeer. And then these kids climbed up here and they're hula hooping. If you want to find all the cops, they're hanging out at the Waffle House. This guy just taking a stroll. Here's these dogs from the Christmas Story where they stole the turkey leg, and here's another dog chasing them. Back here, this is new this year. This is the Sandia Mountains. That's in New Mexico where Rick and I went this year, and my future home. There's some alpine guys build a fire. Unknowingly, up here in the mountain, there are some bears and coyotes. The skier sees him and he's like, WTF, guys. These trees here are new. I just made these. If anybody wants to know how I made them, drop me a line and I'll let you know. I think they're pretty cool. Here's a couple snowshoers. Rick and I took up snowshoeing this year, so we've got them in here. This is new too, hot air balloon. I painted the Zia, that's the symbol of New Mexico, on that hot air balloon. The lookout tower. And here's where the Wootens live. On the lake, of course. All the water in Wootenville is actually sheets of stained glass. Here's the cow. The cow belongs to the baker, but the cow drinks. And you'll find the cow in various places. And when you find the cow, it's your job to hide the cow someplace else. And then the next person who finds him, oh, look, the dog fell over. The next person who finds a cow has to hide the cow someplace else. This is my house. Tucker and Missy, the dogs, and Wanda, white Wanda, kitty on the porch. Here's a piece from when Sam went to college. It's mom and dad saying bye. This is Rick's house. He's got a bunch of chickens, and back here is Rick feeding his sheep. He's got some horses, and then he grew some grapes this year too, so that's new. And then I'm Dutch, so here I have a windmill in the back of my house. Here's the Victorian part of the city, the skating rink, and the fancy toy store, the hot cocoa guy, people shopping and looking around, singing at church. More dogs. That's all gluten-free bread in the back of there. I'm kidding. It might be. Here's the docks. Back here looks nice. This guy, he's got the club, and there is a severed head in that box. So you want to be careful in the docks at night and keep a lookout for that guy. And see, there's some trouble here. People are drinking down at the boat rental because it's closed for the winter. Probably teenagers, you know. And this guy's out here doing a little lobster trapping. A little ice fishing. Okay, so we'll come back over this way. Get a shot of the village. And Merry Christmas from Wootenville.